Hello and welcome to this teaching of personal brand and personal branding. My name is Satya Datta. I am a sociologist. I'm author of the book Source, and I'm also a digital marketer, media consultant. I'm also a design editor. I help companies and brand to develop themselves. I work with various companies like India Today, Business Today. I was with Planman Media. I was responsible for launching 45 publications. I have helped various national and international companies and education companies, food companies, and I work with them. I'm at the moment also working with them. So here I'm going to discuss and talk about how we can in a very simplified way, what we can do about this personal branding. See, we are at the moment in a very fabulous and fantastic time. So it's a time of social media. So we are at the moment in it's we call as WW. This is a Web 2 time. Now we're going to enter into the blockchain technologies, and so many new things are happening. The metaverse is coming up, but still, one thing will always remain. So it was there from time immemorial, and it is going to be. It is presently there, and no matter how much technology changes, there will be always requirement for personal branding. Like, what is a branding? Branding is equal to belief. It's equal to faith. So if social media will be a tool. Social media is a very fantastic tool in which we can use. We can do personal branding, but the whole thing is revolving around one thing, which is called as a message. What is your message? So you may be a entrepreneur, you may be a technocrat, you may be into digital marketing, you may be an author, you may be a doctor, surgeon, or you may be into any other service, or you may be even into government. Some portfolio, you are holding some government portfolio, you may be a politician, a leader of the masses. What is the requirement? So you are doing something good, you are doing something valuable, but the whole important thing is that how can you convey your message across the masses? I'm going to talk about that. Okay, so there are certain mindsets, there are certain emotional questions, there are certain alignment which has to be there before we start talking about personal branding and how we can use the digital medium, how we can use the digital messaging to convey the most appropriate information and the most valued information to the people and the public. I'm going to talk about. I'm going to share some tidbits, formulas, and I'm going to make you understand how can you use various platforms to launch your brand. It may take some time. It may take some kind of some time to for the thing to organically manifest or organically flow and spread across, but still it's very vital and very important. So let me just share the mind map with you so that we can start the presentation. Okay, this is I'm going to share this. Okay, this is all about basics of personal branding through digital medium. So the first important is identifying your mission and vision statement. Now that is very important. It is your blueprint. So see, since I'm a sociologist, I believe there are two things in the world. One is the source, one is you. You are born in this world with some purpose. Now you have a purpose. Now the most important is to identify your purpose. Now why you are here. So the first thing is that what is embedded in your soul? What have you come here to do in this world? So that is most important thing, and that's called the blueprint. So it is always that the first thing we tell the client is to identify their blueprint, their purpose in this lifetime, and how much emotionally they're connected with what they're trying to do, how much passion they have inside with themselves. If you don't have passion, what is emotion? Emotion is energy in motion. So energy, emotion. So if you do anything to do in this world, you need a kind of energy. So first is your blueprint. What is the potent force? What are the qualities? What are the talent? What are the vocations you have come here for? What are the talent you have acquired in this lifetime? You know very well. So secondly, what is the kind of emotions you're doing? And third is your mindset. So these three things combined together, you can form a mission statement. So with your talent, how are you going to help the people? So that's very important. How many people you have to quantify the whole thing. Understand the whole universe. If you want to manifest something, the whole universe will help you manifest something if you're very, very clear with how many people you wanted to transform, you want to help, you want to change their lifestyle, you wanted to become partner with. So you have to be very, very clear specifically which sector you want to do, which niche you are working on. That has to be clear. So that is your mission statement. How many people and within what stipulated time you want to do. Understand one thing. So if you are into service or if you have any product with yourself, people do not buy product. Okay. People don't know why people don't buy product. Majority in the majority of the survey, it has been found that people will buy you. So if they like you, they will buy from you. So if you have a product, you have a service, there may be thousands of competitors all around. So, but the people, if they start believing in you, if they start trusting you, I will come to the trust part because there's a specific formula which we need to follow. So if people will trust you, if you start believing you, they will start buying things from you, whether it is product, whether it is a service. Okay, this is the very basic thing. And the second thing is that, so it is called as a relational selling. So how much you can relate to your customers or to your clients. That's very important. The very formula is how much value are you putting in your customer's life. So what is relationship selling? So this concept should be very, very clear. Because why this concept should be very, very clear? Because your whole strategy, your whole marketing strategies, your whole digital strategy, what you're going to give is to give value to your customer, to your client, no matter you have a product, no matter you have a service. But whether before the service you're giving product, and after recommending your product to the people, are you giving value? So this is called as what kind of relationships are you keeping with your clients and the customer? That should completely reflect through your digital marketing, through your digital messaging, through your strategies and everything. So the formula is value. First value plus personalized recommendations, then value. So why personalized recommendation? You may have a product or service, or you may be affiliating with somebody else's product. So once you start giving value, people know that this is the person, or this is the company, this is the firm, this is absolutely giving massive value to us. So once they start hooking themselves up with your knowledge, your information, and applying them, and they get results. So whatever, there is a possibility. There's the more than 50%, more than say many times, many possibility, 70, 80, 90% or 100% possibility that they are going to listen to you and they're going to take your product whenever you're going to recommend the products to them. And after giving the product again, what sort of value they are giving, what sort of service, what sort of engagement are you keeping with them? That's very, very important. That's called as a personal branding. So you may be anyone. If you follow this rule, there is a chance that you're going to build trust, you're going to build faith, and the brand is equal to faith. The third point is very, very important here, that the whole thing, whatever you are doing, what is your approach? Are you product centric or are you pain centric? Okay, so there are people who, through their digital marketing medium, they talk more about the product. Okay, I've got a product like this, I do this, I'm going to do this branding, I give this kind of a service, this is blah, blah, blah. Okay, fine, that's fine. Thousands of people are doing it. No, there are specific people who are looking for some kind of a specific solutions because they are having a specific kind of a problem. Now, are you a guy so if you're using digital medium, what sort of messaging are you using there? Is the message the giving solutions to the pain point? Are the people going to? So I think whenever you're doing something, it should be more focused on the pain point parts, giving solutions to the pain point and giving a particular time frame. So it should be having okay, I'm going to do this for you within this much amount of time. So if they get an information, so the time is very important. So why I'm sharing all these things, because this is very important. Identify your mission statements and creating a kind of a belief systems, giving value and removing pain points. And another point which is called as the KLT formula. Now, what is the KLT formula? KLT formula is that first, it's a kind of a journey. The whole digital marketing is a kind of a journey. The whole personal branding is a kind of a journey. A journey from what? So you are a professional or you have a product. There is a possibility there may be some people who know you. There may be market. Now you could expand your market. You're going to reach higher market. Many people are not aware of. The first step is that through your digital marketing, you should make people that they will start knowing you. So the first is the K, is the KLT formula. The K is that they should know you. The second is that they should start liking you or loving you, because once they start liking you, so they will again listen. So whenever you are sending some kind of a message or some kind of information, some kind of a post, some kind of a video, it's quite possible that once they know you and they start liking you, they will be able to see you. But this is where the buying will not take place as yet still, because this is again a big journey. So from knowing to liking, then the final thing comes called as a trust. So this is what has to be built. So that is why these all go hand in hand. So if you're very clear what you want, so that creates a kind of mindset that opens up your blueprint, okay, and that gives you the power, that gives you a thirst, and then you incorporate the relationship selling, that you're going to give value. I'm going to give value to people's life. I'm going to make change and difference in people's life. Then what will happen? Slowly and steadily, people will start knowing you, and they will start liking you, and then they will start trusting you. And once they start trusting you, that is what the foundations of branding are being laid. And this is very important. The KLT formula is very, very important formula, and the whole system of this KLT should the whole digital marketing, because what we are doing, we are going for the new customers. We are just making them liking us, and we are making them trusting us. Okay, and then again, in the new customers and the people, and then again making them repeat customers. Okay, this is the whole cycle which has to be followed in whatever you are doing. And another most important thing for a company or a firm or a product creator or author, or coach, anybody, should be the empathy. You should have that empathy, the compassion to help others, because you know what, there's a saying that people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Okay, that's the most important thing. How much you care. Is your message center open? Is your heart open to help people, to help mankind? So they're looking for people who can listen to them, who can solve their problems. And that's the whole. Any messaging system, any marketing, any advertising should have that quality. It should touch the heart-to-heart communication. And if we can achieve that, I think the mission will be half won. Okay, so what are the areas we can take up this personal development? We can take up personality in all the aspects what you plan to serve people. So you may be, so let us try to understand different areas of impact. So you may be into various services, or I'm just taking an example at the moment. You may be into WhatsApp marketing, you may be into website, you may be into web development, you may be into programming, you may be into digital solution provider or technological solution providing, into lead generation, data management, all. You may be into training, one-to-one or corporate trainings. You may be having your own courses or your books, everything, or your informations. You may be into affiliate programs. The whole personal development, the personal branding, the whole personal branding will able to, once you establish the personal branding, each and everything can be in a step-by-step process, can be shared across. The information can be shared across to your people, to the traffic, to the public, basically. So you may be into anything, but it requires, but first is your vision statement. The first we will clarify what is the vision. Once we clarify what is our mission and vision statement, on the basis of that, everything the information can be given to the public. Now, how this will be done? Now let us try to understand how we're going to achieve this. Now we're going to achieve this by, first thing is creating a hub. A hub means a central place, a home, a website. So we will first see your existence, because what is happening, no matter today, many people say that you don't require a website, you don't require any place, but there has to be a one centralized place which connects everything together. Today, Facebook can itself be a place like a website on it. YouTube can itself be a website. Your Instagram can itself be a website on your wall. But still, I think there has to be a kind. If there is a hub or a place which can be search engine optimized based on the keywords which people are searching. Understand, people have pain. They're searching something. So what happens is that Facebook is a third party. YouTube is a third party. Your Instagram is a third party. So what happens is that sometimes there's a possibility that you're searching something in Facebook or something, you're reading something, and Facebook may or may not, the algorithm. But if you have a website present over there, and if it is properly search engine optimized, so I think this is the first step, and to which will help people to find you in the internet whenever they do kind of a Google search, or are they using any other search engine. So it's very, very important to have a hub. A hub is a central place which will connect everything, whether it's Facebook or Instagram or your YouTube or Pinterest or any other social media. Second is organic listings. So yeah, organic listings are very, very important today, because organic listings may help you in various forms. There are various sites in which you organically list yourself also. And so in search engine optimization, the more backlinks you create, the more better it is. So there are various ways and methods in which you can use the backlinks. And of course, the social media is this amazing. We are entering it. We are now in an amazing world, which is in the Web 2 series, that social media is actually revolutionizing and giving a lot of opportunity if you can rightly convey your message. It's an amazing opportunity to convey your message across. The people are so much nowadays hooked with social media that they're absolutely, it is becoming a point of interaction, a huge point of interaction. So how are you going to convey your message? So again, like when we connect the dots with how we started value addition, how much value are we going to add? See, Google, Facebook, on all the platforms are looking for good information, because they want their platform to run. They want people to come in there. So if you are putting good value inside any network, whether it is a Facebook network on the Facebook group, on the pages, or whether you're putting in from good articles in YouTube or Google, why will they not show you up? So that's very important. And once they start showing you, people start communicating, and you start engaging people, and then things will start to happen. Information. So it's your information. You will have various kind of informations with yourselves. You will have product information and service information. Also, how you convey the information. That's very important. That's very vital. There has to be we will play strategic information. You have to play strategic information in giving our product information about the product and the service. So the third way of delivering is also, there will be definitely some community who already know you. There's some community who already know who you are, what is your company, what product you're selling, what service you're giving. So they may have used. Now, if there's any method, we can have the testimonials. If people will trust who many people are trusting. Okay, so if more number of people start trusting the people, so in digital marketing, there has to be a method of sharing these testimonials with people or the masses. And then the most important thing, once people start utilizing your product or service and they get benefit out of that, so they will look forward for some or more product, more service, and then there is a chance that you might guide a trend which is happening in the market. So the social media can also be used for a trend creation. So maybe it's a kind of a technology or certain things that you will able to drive, and more trends you create, the more people look forward to what new are you bringing. So it is like kind of a trend creating, kind of becoming an influencer. Now, once you become an influencer, there is a quite possibility that you maybe a central place where people are looking forward to get a lot of information from you, a lot of values from you. And that's why the final aim, the second final aim or is to become an influencer and to create a kind of a community. So your hub, your social media and everything should finally help you create a kind of a community. Now, this is your community. Now, once you are ready with the community and you're engaging with the community, you're nurturing the community, what can be done? Your social media messages, every time your messages, your value additions will empower the community. And once it helps empower the community, you will slowly and steadily able to sell up more and more product and more services into that community. You will be able to value add more and more. So that's why your mission statement here is coming. You're building from your mission because you wanted to inspire, help many people. You have quantified in your mission statement, and you are going to use these things, these tools to create that community. You have create a kind of a community and nurture the community, get a lot of information, a lot of help, a lot of services. And that will boost up their own product, and they will in turn recommend it through their testimonials and other stuff. So what are the today's platforms which we can use? Of course, we have got Facebook. Now, Facebook, you can create groups, pages, and if proper page optimization is done, then I think there's a possibilities of getting much more. The Facebook algorithm can understand it much more better. So Instagram is aware. So there are so many social media platforms which is happening at the moment, but we have to understand where exactly our clients are there. So Facebook has a particular age group, particular demography of clients. Instagram has a particular. Instagram more works on the catchy theme, catchy information, catchy post, and catchy reels. So you can use all those things on this Facebook and Instagram to catch people's attention. See, try to understand there are millions of informations which is coming in all this kind of a social media, and you have to be a lead apart from them. And then there is a LinkedIn. LinkedIn is completely for professional purpose, for B2B thing, for company to company, for training and development purpose. So every platform has different language of posting. Every platform understands different language of post. The post which may work sometimes in Facebook may not work in Instagram, and which works in Instagram may not work in Facebook, because there are different people of different mindset. Your client may have different mindset, and he may be present. So this is a kind of also trial and tested method, that how many people are getting, how many likes or comments or subscriptions you're getting from each and everything, how many people are interacting with one another, and how you are giving solutions in those kinds of messages. That is very important. Then there is another thing called as Pinterest. Now, when you are into some kind of a solution providing, you are into graphics, information technology. So this is a kind of a graphic search engine. So the Pinterest is very important for also promoting your products and message in a graphical form. Twitter is very good in creating influence or creating the trends and in the market. Then there's a YouTube. YouTube is a massive video search engine. So people love to watch more video rather than watching or reading things. So it is always advised to go for more YouTube optimizations. And if you can have nice YouTube videos properly optimized, there's always possibility that you will be more visible to the market. So it is absolutely important. Then there is Google business optimization. Of course, we talked about search engine optimization. Because see, why this thing should be hand on hand. Your search engine optimization and your social media should go hand in hand, because the keywords which are there, you should also be able to. Suppose today you're working on your hub, and in your hub or in your website, you are building a kind of you're writing a simple blog, and you are actually trying to focus on certain keywords, certain pain points. And simultaneously, if there's a possibility that you're linking with your Facebook also, in the Facebook also you're sending an article or a video related to that. So what will happen? Your community will get some double impact, secondary impact from all the messages which are being given to them. So people have very less retention ability. So when you are giving twice or thrice certain information, it is better that they will be able to, suppose they miss something in one point, they will be able to retain it through the other point. And then of course one can do this WhatsApp, SMS, and email marketing simultaneously also. So similarly, that if you build the community sees you in the Facebook, he gets your Facebook post, he's also getting your YouTube post, simultaneously he's receiving WhatsApp information and he's receiving email from you. So he knows, okay, this is the guy who knows, but everything has to be very nicely planned. We will come out and what is the kind of a scheduling. We should not overwhelm them with information, but we should give them exactly the right information at the right time. And obviously the value, recommendations, and again value, that's very important. So and the follow-up, the kind of a service if we can give. So the service is very, very important. What service we are trying to give. So what are the kind of deliverables which we can do? So the first thing, whenever we are going to be a meeting with one another, or when you're going to do this personal branding, the first thing is to collect as much as information as possible. So you try to collect whatever informations you do. And the second point is whenever you're trying to launch a kind of a personal branding, you should think in terms of picture, you should think in terms of graphics, you should think in terms of a logo, and you should align them with your personal branding. Now that's the first step to take in anything, any form, when you're going to do. So in personal branding, it's all about branding. See, when you talk about Coca-Cola, immediately the word Coca-Cola comes and resonates in your mind. When you talk about so Pepsi, so certain colors are there in Pepsi. When you talk about any football or an IPL, you have certain colors. So you need to create that company color, brand color, personal color. I need to work on that. So that's very basic things to start with. Pictures. The pictures has to be strong. Your visuals has to be very, very strong. The first thing when you launch anything is that you work on your pictures, you work on your colors, you work on your logos, and then you need to have, as I said, you need to collect all the informations about yourself. Maybe we need to have all the information about what all the service, what are the things you do, what are the products you have, what are the courses you have, what are the things you know. Don't miss any course. Then segregate, then segregate under certain kind of groups or subheadings, and these are the things which we do. Why? Because see, this is a gigantic process. The whole digital marketing is not that you just send one information and just you just remain silent for some time. No, you have to keep bombarding information at a right time. So there has to be a kind of a momentum. So the momentum has to be there. The people should know, okay, by this time this information is coming, and this information is going to really change their life, and they're going to look for the information. So what happens is people start doing digital marketing and they lose the momentum because they don't have the necessary ready materials with them. So it is absolutely necessary to begin with. You need to have a chart. First, you know your mission statement. Second, you know your what branding you are doing, what are kind of how you want the world to perceive yourself. What is your look and feel? What is the kind of postures you wanted to convey to the world? And what are the kind of colors you wanted to keep? And secondly, you have to have ready with all the information, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and so that you can have plenty of information from 6 to 10 months to 1 year down the lines, and no points to be missed here. And you can bifurcate in the keywords, because of course during SEO we will be doing the keyword analysis, short, long tail keyword, short tail keywords, and all the things will start coming in and on the basis of the keywords, so that we can go in a systematic way. We should know that, okay, these are our priorities. This is priority number 1, priority 2, priority 3, priority 4, and the same way it should be given to the public. So also there is a method that in which if you are very good in something, first launch that, become comfortable with that, and start doing that. So it has the process has to be very systematically, one after the other. Things should be taken into account, and posting in the various platforms in a sequencing, planning, and the right manner. It should not be haphazard. It should be haphazard. That's why the vision and the mission statement is very, very important, that when they look at you, when they see you, they should know, oh, this is the guy, he is into this thing, and he is also going to help me like this, and these things are connected with one another. When they find that, you can sell anything across in a different perspective, in a different manner, and there has to be proper planning of the scheduling has to be done. So there has to be also, we have to give kind of a space to the public. So one should not bombard them with a lot of information. So it has to be given in a kind of a particular gap, and we should, but it should be ideally done, and maybe three times a week the posting should be done, and maybe in between days most thought should be given on the branding part, on the creative part, on the making of the thing, and then next it should be the vital information should be posted every maybe once in 3 times a week, or every alternate day, whatever suit how information can be generated. Now, but the point here is that it should be in a kind of a momentum. The momentum should be there. So if you're doing it like every alternate day, so every alternate day there should be a post. Every alternate there should be a kind of a message, and there should be some kind of value addition which should be there. So what are the kind of types of posts we should be doing? We should do write-ups. Write-ups are very important, because some people definitely want to read a lot. And when you write, you can write even length, you can emotionally connect more, even in writing. And writing the proper keywords also start, because the algorithms don't see pictures, the algorithms go on the words, what words you're trying to use. So it should be based on the write-ups. And then the post should also have very subtle information about your products or about your services. So it should not be a kind of in digital medium, when you're trying to do organic or trying to create a personal branding, the subtleness, the subconscious triggering is the most important thing. You should subconsciously trigger the information. So when I so that is very, very important. So yes, of course, you should have post for the products, but I think that the product should also have also based on the how your product is going to remove the pain point, based on the practical time frame. And then there should be information graphics, and the very subtle and simple graphics which can help people identify exactly this is the steps to be taken, and these are the thing. Then connection making pictures. Now in Instagram and Facebook, some pictures which stops them there, and they want to read and they want to go through it. Then info pictures with a vital strong point, one point, and that people would like to share also, because they would definitely like their people to know, their people to engage more, comment more, and talk more. So that information pictures, videos, short videos. There are various kinds of videos. So there are doodle videos, there are information videos, long videos, short videos. Videos are the next thing, but too much video should not be there though. So the proper analytics should be done on the video. How many people are seeing this video with proper CTAs, that what anything comes, because you should also give them certain kind of a work. So your CTA is very important. Now, what do you want them to do next? You should be, the whole messaging should be guided like that. That they have watched it, what next they should do. If they're looking for that, where should they go? They either should go to the website, or they should just enroll to the thing, whatever their things. Polling is also another way in which you can engage, because people want to talk. What is social media? People want to share about themselves. So the social media has opened a whole gateway where people can share a lot about themselves. So polling is very important. When you ask them questions, there are like many people who will start engaging about it. And if it is a right questions which has a subtle information with your products or services, can be a very good value additions, and help you spread your viraling your information. Now, value added write-ups. So there are write-ups which just are like casual write-ups. Now, value added write-ups are that when you're writing something, from your service or your product, that's going to change somebody's life. And after that, when you start getting comments, or when you are into somebody other's post, and in that somebody has written about something, there also you can share some kind of a value added post. So what will happen, that people, there's a huge possibility that when they read something, they are having a pain point, and you said, okay, this article is really nice, but I think if this can be done, this is going to help us more better, then they will, at least there is a possibility that huge people will come to your sites. And so this way we can have a lot of information, and we can also have viraling. We can use up viral methods and so many other stuffs. Connect with our social media and help things go. You can give a lot of free products. You can write your books. You can have freebies. There are a lot of freebies. You can have your own freebies. You can give some other people's freebies, and so that you can have a good method of generating leads. And leads you can then communicate with them using Google Sheet, or using your WhatsApp, using SMS, using messaging services, using emailing, or any other things. So also you can use various platforms, knowledge platforms like Quora and other stuffs, where you can put this value added write-ups. So there may be people who have asked questions on certain subjects. You can go over there and you can write on them. So this comes under the valuable product. So what can we expect now if the right content and messaging is conveyed, and we successfully create the community and able to nurture them? We can expect a huge number of traffic, maybe within 6 to maybe in 1 year, and this will keep on exponentially growing, because once the sharing and the viraling takes place, one year, I think people will start to know you, because finally When it's again that KLT formula, if they know you, it's a process. First they will start knowing, okay, this is the person, he talks about that, he's into this, and then they will, once they start loving you, they will become more curious, and then once they trust you, they will definitely want to become part of your community, either by purchasing your product or service, or in any other form, and that will help you impact and create your sales and monetizations in different way. So one note of caution is that it's a very challenging space. Digital marketing is not a very easy space. It needs a lot, because see, it's a huge ocean, thousands of information are producing, huge big companies who are spending millions of rupees and millions of dollars, and there's so many big teams. So it is not a very small space, but see, in everywhere there's a winner. So winner, how will you decide who is the winner? It's a challenging space. The winner will be that person who will have a momentum, and so there has to be an equal participation between the digital marketer and the client. So the client who has information, how you share the information, how much he's ready to participate, then that will decide who the winner is. So remember, whenever you're doing so it has to all go hand in hand. You have to have a lot of informations with yourself, and so once you have your hub that is SEO'd, and you have your all the social media which is working simultaneously all around it, bringing people to your hub, all to the courses or wherever you want to take them. So then what will happen? As I said earlier, Google, Facebook, everything wants good stuff, good quality stuff. So AI will rank you on the top. Social media, artificial intelligence rank you on the top. YouTube, based on the keywords, whatever is available in the video, is going to rank you on top. And this is just the beginning, actually. This is just the beginning. So it's a huge book. So you will grow as you flow, meaning that as you grow, you will see a lot of challenges coming, a lot of things which you thought didn't work. So then you have to have like A/B testings and things has to be done, and you have to change your strategies and all, and then you have to change it, and suppose new challenges will come, and you have to adapt to the new situation. So every time in the world, what is happening? Every time we are finding new challenges, new things are happening. There's economic downturn. There is a coronavirus which we saw. New viruses are coming. Everything. So all the time the situation will not remain the same. So we have to, as a digital marketing, as a client, we have to work on to be able to turn around things according to things. There are so many political things happening all the time. So one has to remain very, very aware of the situation and work accordingly to things. So what is the kind of a requirement? So you have the requirement is you have to have the ability to simplify the information, whatever you have to, and convey in the message in the best possible way. It will require time and effort, definitely. And you have to have kind of a cooperation, inter-team cooperation between the client and the digital marketing, and engaging the community is the most important thing. So you have a community, the responsibility of the digital marketer and the client will be to work together to engage this community, that how much they can get, because community is where the game is happening. And of course, if you help, if as a person, as a product or a service provider, if you help your community to grow, you will finally grow. And the whole thing requires a lot of momentum. It's a constant work. It's a constant effort. It's a constant time which will be required. But once it is done, it is not a very if you have momentum, and if you follow all the sequences, and if you understand what is the vision statement and continuously have, your focus is very important. The focus of the digital marketing team and the focus of the client is very, very important. So if both works together, I think the results can be achieved organically. Also, the clientele can be increased, the subscriptions can be increased, the traffic can be increased, the leads can be increased tremendously. And this is very permanent. If something is achieved through SEO, there is a possibility that can stay on top for quite some time, but you have to keep adding stuffs into that, to keep adding stuff. It's a long-term process. It's a continuous process. So this was my take on the personal branding. So I hope you have understood it, and We are open for helping you in any form we do, because we have a lot of experiences, we have a lot of media experiences, we have a lot of digital marketing experiences. So we are ready to help you to build your brand across this digital space, and we are looking forward to help you. Please give an opportunity to serve and help you out. Thank you so much for listening to this, and for more information, for more other videos, keep looking at our other links, which may be around this place. Thank you so much for watching. May source bless you beyond comprehension. Thank you so much.